Oh, hello. It's me again. And I thought I'd put some makeup on for a change. Bet you're all surprised, aren't you? What do you think? Took me ages to do this. 'Cause I'm short-sighted. And, hands a bit wobbly as well. Because of the trapped nerve. But there's a reason why I decided to put makeup on tonight. Earlier on this evening, I went onto my studio, my YouTube studio, creator studio, whatever they call it, and I thought I'll just analyse it. So I went onto the dashboard. I've made 19 videos in 1 month. I've had over 1,000 views, but I think the longest viewing time, or the average viewing time, was 3 minutes. So you can understand how upset I am. It's humiliating. I mean, most of my videos go on for at least 10 minutes. So I don't understand that. And some of them were only watched for less than a minute, like a few seconds. And I thought, why? I know it's a little bit amateurish. It's not too bad. You can see me, you can hear me talk. At first I thought it might be my voice that was putting people off. Or this goiter, which I can't do anything about. And I found out if I put a necklace on, it just accentuates it. Um, so the other thing I thought it might be, rather than the content, because I thought my content was quite good, the other thing I thought it could possibly be was my appearance. I don't usually wear makeup. I used to wear it years ago, and then I couldn't be bothered with it. Too much kerfuffle. Every time I went out, put makeup on. I wasn't being seen dead outside without makeup on. Anyway, I gave it up about 30 years ago. Just wore it now and again for like a special occasion. Well, it's a special occasion tonight. It's Christmas Eve. I'm not really religious. I'm a lapsed Catholic. I'm not really sure what I believe in anymore. Yeah, going back to that dashboard and the analytics and all that, I couldn't believe it. And I think out of 19 videos that I've made, I've had 3 comments. How humiliating is that? Well, I like watching all sorts of videos on YouTube, especially the commentators. Highly intelligent people, very articulate, a lot of them good looking as well. I think it helps. But I notice they're all on Instagram and they've probably got lots of followers and friends anyway. So I thought, oh, and Twitter as well, but most of them, nearly all of them, in fact, I don't think I've seen one person, a YouTuber, who's not on Instagram. So I think that's the main reason. So I'm going to open an Instagram account. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it on my phone. It's a cheap one. I think I'll do that. I don't know how I'm going to get followers because I don't really know anyone. Twitter, I've got a Twitter account, but I don't use it. So I'm going to start using that. Yeah, I used to be really addicted to Twitter and had quite a lot of followers. I think my name was Gilbertine Page then as well, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I think that's the main reason. I'm not doing very well on YouTube is because I'm not on Instagram and I don't have a lot of friends and I don't have a lot of family. And I thought being a YouTuber like full time, if that's possible, and earning some money, I think that's a possibility. I thought that would be ideal for someone who can't even leave the house to get a job. And what can you do? I mean, okay, I haven't even got words, so I can't do spreadsheets at the moment. Um, and that sounds a bit boring, so I thought I could do something on, something like YouTube. I was thinking, like, if I got desperate, I'd have to do something a bit different. I won't go into details, but just use your imagination. But that would be so humiliating. And I know you can make money by eating lots of cakes, lots of food, just stuffing it down you, like that. And people will pay you to put on weight. And I thought, no, that's definitely not a good idea. You can even sell unusual things over on eBay. I don't know about Amazon, like used underwear. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Used shoes, things like that. Well, I'm not going to do that unless I get really desperate. I'll sell all my pants. it's funny what it's funny what some people will pay money for. Honestly, I mean, some people find a bottle and sell that. It's ridiculous. What else have people sold? Bath water. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Not very hygienic, is it? Yeah, I started off, not started off, I was in quite a good mood earlier, despite the pain coming back with a vengeance. Had a little cry, because I find that crying does help when you're in pain, just like laughter or any strong emotion, even anger, because you're diverting your mind away from the pain. Um, yeah, I think my content's all right. I do go and I know some people get rid of it, they edit it and get rid of all those and ummings and ahhings, but I can't be bothered. I just want to be natural. And I thought by putting on a little bit of makeup and showing the world that I'm not just a aging, sad, lonely woman, but that I'm quite vibrant and attractive. I mean, I've got a partner and we've been together for 28 years. So that must be something good about me. That someone would have stayed with me for that length of time. And he's a very good looking man as well. He's 6'1". He did have blonde hair, but it's going grey now. Very short. Because he's balding, but I don't mind that. I quite like balding men, as long as they haven't got a comb over. Yeah, he's got nice tanned skin, brown eyes. And the only thing I don't like about him is his hands, because he's a builder. So his hands are like the Incredible Hulk's, except they're not green. And all his knuckles have been sort of smashed in. Oh, it's a really dangerous job as well. He fell off the ladder twice a couple of years ago. Surprised he's still alive. You know, every day when he goes to work, I pray that he'll come home in one piece. I gets fairly good money for it. I think you would call him semi-skilled, but I would say that he's skilled. He doesn't really want me to talk about him in case someone will watch my video and say, I know who that is, but I haven't seen his family for years. The last time I saw his family was his daughter-in-law, that's it. I'd never met her before. She's Japanese. And I went in Sainsbury's with my partner and I saw him all talking to this Japanese or Northeast Asian woman. I thought it might be someone he knew from the Chinese takeaway he used to work in. And I noticed a little brown-haired boy sitting in the pushchair. And Gary, mentioned his name. Too late, I've mentioned it before anyway. He was crouched down talking to the little boy who's about 3. I've never met them before. And I started talking to the girl. She's in her late 20s, really nice girl. Speaks very good English. And, but my partner, he didn't even introduce us. I thought that was really bad. I had to introduce myself. And he's always doing that. If he bumps into people in the shops, he doesn't introduce me. I'm just standing there like a lump of lard, thinking, who is this person? And now, because he walks meters away from me, or miles almost, if I see him talking to anyone, I just walk past. I don't stop, because I know I'm not going to be introduced. It's really humiliating. Just like finding out today that I've got only 15. Well, I can understand the amount of subscribers because I've only been on there for a month. But I can't understand only having a few likes, hardly any likes actually, 3 comments out of 19 videos. And what was the other thing? Average viewing time, 3 minutes, when most of my videos are between 10 and 30 minutes. I cried when I saw that. I really did. It was so upsetting. I've got low self-esteem anyway. And I thought by doing YouTube videos, I might, increase my self-esteem. Because I've always been shy, never been good at doing like presentations or holding meetings and things like that, which I had to do in the past. Or even talking to anyone, I used to go bright red. Even talking to my parish priest, I went red once and I felt so embarrassed. He probably thought I fancied him or something. Yeah, but I've been shy ever since I was a small child. I don't know why. Maybe it's just part of my personality. My sister's always been a lot more outgoing than me. But she's quite a quiet person. She likes her own company. Yeah, I did have quite a nice surprise recently. Because I'm a fan of K-dramas. I don't know if you know. Love Korean dramas, series, films. Fascinated by the culture. Yeah, my niece, my twin sister's daughter, did an ancestry test. I think it was 23andMe. I think that was the name of the test. I'm not sure. Well, most of it was really obvious anyway, because I know her heritage. It's Swiss, German, English. What else? There, that's it. Came up with quite a lot of German that I wasn't expecting. About 21, 23. So don't forget, this is it. No, that it might not be my part. It might be her father's part, the German. But the Swiss definitely is my mother. She is Swiss. So, the English and Irish. The Irish surprised me a little bit, but again, that might be on her father's side. There was no mention of Cornish, which I was surprised about, because I had an ancestor called Obadiah, and he came over, well, not came over, came over from Cornwall in the 17th century. to Sussex, I think it was, or Surrey. But that was a very long time ago, and he probably didn't even marry a Cornish woman, probably English or Welsh or something. Didn't see Welsh or Scottish either, which I was a bit disappointed about. Anyway, these ones just go back a few generations, but there was one that goes back very far, and that's one that's called mitochondrial DNA, and that's passed down the female line. It is passed on to sons, but they can't pass it on to their children, male or female. Only the female can pass it on to her children, and her daughter can pass it on to her children, and so on and so on. It's always down the female line. So I found out a female ancestor of mine has got the mitochondrial DNA. It's called D4, D for dog 4. And the greatest concentration of that genome, I think you call it a genome or gene, is found in Korea. And it's very rare in other places. There's some in Siberia and Central Asia, but most of it is I think it did arise in Korea. So there you go. I've got Korean ancestry. It probably goes back about 10, 11,000 years ago. Maybe less, I don't know. But that was a real shock to me. And I thought, oh, maybe that's the reason I like K-dramas so much. I don't like K-pop. That's more for teenagers, isn't it? But I was really pleased. Oh, thrilled. So now you know why I like K-dramas. I'm not going to identify as Korean. I'm not going to put it on my, if you have to fill in a form and put in your ethnicity, I'm not going to put Korean. Can you imagine? Because I was thinking about learning Korean not long ago, but I've given that idea up. My memory's rubbish now. Short-term memory. Long-term memory is good. Short-term memory, rubbish. And I thought, can you imagine me going to Korea and then telling people that I'm part Korean? They wouldn't believe me, would they? A very small part of me is Korean. I don't know what part. Yeah, my mum's got Northeast Asian anyway. Korea's in Northeast Asia. My mum's got a very long colon apparently. And when she had I hope she doesn't mind me saying this. When she had a colonoscopy, that's it. It's to do with your colon, your large bowel, what they call the large bowel or large intestine. It's thick. It's not long. It's short and thick. The small intestine is the one that's really long. Really, 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 really long. I'm surprised it can fit inside your tummy. Anyway, after she had the procedure done, the doctor said to her, "Oh, have you got any Chinese blood in you?" And my mum said, "No." "Why?" He said, "Oh, you got a very long colon, and that's found typically in Chinese people." So that was a bit of a surprise too. The other thing that's a bit Northeast Asian, I think, is that I've got a short torso. No, a long torso, but short arms and short legs. There, that's my Korean heritage showing. I haven't got the single eyelid, I've got double eyelids, as you can see. My eyes are quite small, they're not slanted or anything. But my mother's got hooded eyes or deep set eyes. And my grandmother had it as well. So there you go. I don't know what I'm going to talk about next. I'll give you a quick look, if you can see it, alright, of some of my Christmas display. I hope you don't see the rest of my outfit, because it doesn't go with this top I've got on. I just thought I'd put a glamorous top on. That's to try and get more viewers. Wait a minute. Really technological, aren't I? Wait a minute. I'm going to get a proper webcam soon, don't worry. It's alright like this. Oh, there, in the background, there's a picture of my cat, who I don't like. I don't want to drop it. Oh, very good at things like this. Can you see some Christmassy things there? It's a bit hidden when I'm bending down. Lots of pictures on the wall. Some more Christmassy things. There. I think you got a rough idea of what it looks like. We haven't got a tray because we haven't got room. We got this instead. Takes up a lot of space. I'm not very good at angling. I have to go back. No, it's really confusing. Oh, ridiculous. Here's the cat tower anyway. Yeah, it's very pampered. It's got I'm getting out of breath now. He's got a two-storey log cabin in the garden as well. So he's very spoiled. I don't know if I'm going to do a video tomorrow, because I'm just spending it with my partner. So it's going to be really boring. And I won't be putting makeup on. If he's here and I decide to do a video, I'll probably do it upstairs. And I won't be putting all the makeup on. Because in a minute, he's going to be home soon. So I have to take this top off and take the makeup off. Because he might get the wrong idea. He might think I'm on one of those dating apps or something. Which I'm not. I'm not interested in doing that. Already got a man. I don't want another one. But I just thought to show my viewers a hidden side of me that I can look attractive. Right, let's just have another look. Hair's a bit flat at the moment. I need to blow dry it, wash it properly and blow dry it. But I've been neglecting myself recently. Because even putting the makeup on hurt my arm, this one. So I'm growing out my fringe. I had a fringe for years. So I'm growing it out. And I want to grow it till it's about that long. There. So it cups my face and gives me more of an oval shape. Just like a K-drama actress. I'm not going to have any plastic surgery. Obviously, I can't afford it. Don't want it anyway. I'm not going to dye my hair black. I did dye my hair black quite a few years ago, but it didn't suit me at all. I look like Cleopatra. I look like an ugly version of Elizabeth Taylor in that film Cleopatra. Never again. And everyone thought I was Irish, which I did take as a compliment. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video now, because the old man's going to be home soon. and I don't want him to see all this makeup on me. Hope you have a lovely Christmas tomorrow, and if you're Jewish, Hanukkah. So, goodbye, and see you soon.